This is Vegas in the morning. An interesting thing about Vegas in the morning is I'll show footage of before, like last night, and what the strip looks like in the morning. I'm actually staying, and I usually don't talk about this, at the Ellis Island Brewery and Casino. The rooms are all right, but the beauty is that you got a brewery and a casino, so you actually have good beer rather than just the Bud Light and the typical stuff they offer to you. That, and it's cheap. It's only like a block away from the strip, so you can walk there. I mean, you can easily get around the whole strip just from this place, so it's worth it. And always remember, ride in the morning, because today I'm headed out into the desert and it gets hot, so you'd rather do your riding when it's cool rather than when it's like sweltering. Off we go. Yeah, I'm not going to put any video footage of Vegas at night. I do have some, but I didn't really get a good one where you could see like all the cars and all the traffic. I'd kind of forgotten about it, but I'll put it together when I'm walking the street and you can see how crowded it is. The big thing here is that it's like 7, 8 a.m. and it's just absolutely deserted. I mean, these roads are like 4 lanes across and there's nobody on it. So you literally have the city basically to yourself in the early morning, because everyone likes to see the big lights, the fountains, all those kinds of things. Because that's where obviously they do a whole lot more. People are more impressed with the lights, and there's roller coasters and all the shows and attractions are really kind of come alive in the evening. I just point this out. This is Whiskey Pete's. Whiskey Pete's is in Prime, Nevada. It is right across the border from California. Over there, I don't know if it can be seen very well, they have a roller coaster, a whole amusement park, right on the border. They actually advertise last gas before California. What do you think that means, huh? We'll see how much more gas goes up when I get into California. Prim. I've no idea. I didn't go in there. I just got gas. But I'm just pushing out of Las Vegas and I'm headed out onto the road and I'm headed to California. Yeah, California has some of the most expensive gas in the country. They just always seem to keep raising it up. It's not unusual to see like close to $5 gas, and it can change. The gas situation can change depending on where you are. Like in some places, some of the small towns, they have a little trouble getting the gas, so the price can be more than in some places where like LA or whatnot, it can be a little cheaper. But still, $4 or $5, you're gonna see it, and it's out there. Now, one thing along here was the Mojave Desert. That's where I would actually go through, and I took a lot of footage of it as I was passing through, and I'll put that together in its own little vid so that you can kind of see. As it is now, you can just see me just barreling through the desert itself and really kind of enjoying it. Well, here's the point where two deserts meet. You can kind of tell that it's changed substantially. There's no more of those, there's no more Joshua trees, and we are at the change between the Colorado desert, it's not the Arizona desert, and the Mojave desert. This desert goes all south into Mexico. Back that way up north is the Mojave desert. There's no real boundary line, just a gradual change in elevation. So I'm headed down in elevation right now. Up higher, it's obviously cooler. I can feel it getting warmer. It was here that I did notice that apparently there are two different kinds of deserts. You got the California desert and the Colorado desert or whatnot. You have a lot of different things. There's Joshua Tree National Park, there's the Mojave Desert, and the landscape actually changes quite dramatically as you pass through. And you can see a lot of different things, like the Joshua Tree National Park obviously has these trees, while the Mojave Desert, everything's like a lot more subdued and there's a lot more shrubbery. Kind of the biggest fantasy that I know of when it comes to going through the deserts is that most people just think those sand dunes are everywhere, and those really don't exist too much. There's a couple isolated areas where where those dunes are, but for the most part, deserts are just pretty much rocky, sandy areas. Right here is an Ochilla patch. So that thing, whole area right here. I don't know why you would take a picture by that sign. They're everywhere. This is not a cactus, but it's thorny. Sons of Anarchy. I mean, this whole road is really nice. Nice scenic ride, so you get to really enjoy yourself. I like it. You can really tell, like, there's not as much here as the other side with Joshua Tree. No like campgrounds or anything like that. So it's mostly just scenic, enjoying the scenery. And it's of course California, and Southern California is of course very, very, very dry. But don't worry, you just pack enough Gatorade in your back and you'll be just fine, rather than a frontiersman who has to worry a whole lot more about it.